Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be testing the Makita 308s. Right, so this is what's coming up in the video. So now the next test I'm going to do with this Makita is we're going to try Milwaukee batteries. This is a review on the 382 Makita lawnmower. It's brand spanking new, we just got it. I've gone from petrol, which is around the garden there. I do a few other people's gardens. This is just for me, this is just for home really. It runs on two Makita batteries. It's 36 volts. I've not used one, I've seen a few reviews on it, but really what it's about here is what it's going to do for me. Things we're going to do, we're going to also try and run it on Milwaukee batteries as well. I've seen some other people are saying, can it do it? Well, we're going to find out. It's the beginning of spring, this is the first cut of the year. I'm not going all the way down to nothing. You don't do that on the first cut. What you do is take the top off, let it dry, take it a little bit further, let it dry, take it down to the bottom. Otherwise you just rip the roots out and you just make a mess of your garden. Now this is an upgrade from the 380. It does say 380 on the front of this, but it's 380 mil. It is a 382 model, and the upgrades are that you have more settings on your height. It's a one lever item, you just pull it and it goes up to 75 down to 20. Or another good reason upgrade on this one is it's rubber tyres and wheel bearings. The 380 just had plastic wheels, almost like a kid's cheap toy, and there was a couple of complaints about that. I've noticed that people are saying not really up to it, and I agree with that. That's why I've actually gone and made sure that I've got this one. My garden isn't particularly big, nor is the front. I didn't go for the one with the one battery in because I don't know whether it would have the power. I always think you shouldn't run something at its max. You should run it what it's comfortable on. Now, safety features. There's a good one. There's a good couple actually. It has a lock-off key. Once this is unplugged, there's no electricity goes to the main motor whatsoever. This is it. Without this, it does not work. You can just pop that in your pocket. If you need to turn the thing over, as in to look at the bottom, if you've got grass clogged up in it or anything like that, it's a really good safety feature because you can just pop it out without removing the batteries, clear out whatever you need to clear, and you're nice and safe. Pop it back in, and you're good to go again. Now there is another safety feature on these which I like, and that's on the handle. This will not run unless the button is pressed within here. The lever doesn't function anything until that is pressed in and the lever is pulled back. And that fires it up. So if you're daft like me and you clogged it, the chances are you would turn it straight over and try and undo it. You might grab it by the handle, you might accidentally hold that lever. Well, it ain't going to bother it, so I like that as a safety feature. There ain't that much else you could say about one of these things. It's a grass cutter, and if that's about it really, isn't it? It cuts grass. The advantages of having just batteries, you haven't got a cable and you haven't got fuel to worry about. The thing is with petrol, especially over here now, it's not cheap. And if you've got the mower in the van or anything like that, well, it stinks, simple as that. That's why I've gone that way. I've gone to batteries. So I'm just gonna put a gentle top coat on it and then allow it to dry out before I do a few more. I'm thinking height-wise, I only want to take the top off. So I'm gonna go, that won't do any harm. It's at 40 millimeters. Well, at 40 mil, I think that's a little bit tight. You can see there's a few roots showing, so I think I've gone a little bit tight on that. So I'm going to knock it up a touch because you don't want the roots showing through. I've gone up to 75 on its top height. As I say, I think there's I'm showing roots there, and I don't want to be doing that. So at 75, I think that's a little bit too high. I could get a little bit lower, so I'm going to do that, and I'll set it at 60. 60 is about right. Right, well, it's been a couple of days. I've let the grass settle. It looks like it's going to rain today, so I'm going to get this done. So now the next test I'm going to do with this Makita is we're going to try Milwaukee batteries. Now, to fit Milwaukee batteries, you have to have an adapter. Now, this is an adapter for Makita into Milwaukee. This adapter, actually, it also does DeWalt batteries as well, which I don't own, I'm not bothered about, but it's nice to know it does. So it may make a difference to you. So what you have to do is go from your Milwaukee battery, clonk that on, and then that drops in there. Obviously, this machine won't run with one battery in, you've got to have two. And they're fitting nicely. Lid doesn't go all the way down. I don't think that's a deal breaker, to be fair, and it's a case of whether it now cuts the grass. It's not going to be working hard, but what I'm going to do is the back and the front. I'm going to run the motor as best I can, and we'll just see if it fires up and any issues. So it fires, which is a good bonus. Right, these adapters I got from Amazon, around about 18 to 25 quid, depending on who's making them. They're a simple little design. It also has a USB, so you can charge your phone on it. Works well, very happy with it. Right, that's it for the Makita 382. Done the job a treat. What it's for, how it's built, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. The fact that it can do multi-batteries. I got about half a bag off the front and the back, so not running it too hard on the Milwaukees, but I don't see any reason why there would be any other issues with them. So as far as I'm concerned, good to go. That's the end of this one. Leave a comment, that'd be nice. Any questions that you want to ask about it, I own one now. Subscribe would be nice, that'll help the channel. Thumbs up or a thumbs down. See you on the next one.